Assistant U.S. Attorney Elliot McClain said, the government is going to force involuntary movements on your head. Like you see the brothers over there, two of them shoveling. That's like they're doing a chain game down in Georgia. They just make them work. Well, if you don't want to go into jail, if you don't want to work, don't go to jail. John Guessman said, they setting you up and you hate drugs and you don't like the government because they letting drugs come in through the Mexican border and they let people sell drugs because they're going to regulate marijuana. But they forcing involuntary movements in your head, and they the dope dealers. Now, they know they've been selling whiskey since 1789, Whiskey Rebellion. But Assistant U.S. Attorney Elliot McClain said, we're not going to worry about these dumb fools. This is a case we're setting up to be a Rule 3. They're going to vacate the Rule 32 in the sentencing hearing. They're not going to be able to file anything, but they're going to file 3 false motions that we're going to promote to the Third Circuit Court of Appeals because you have no integrity in that court as far as this case is concerned. They're going to promote and execute the forged indictment against the U.S. Marshals being a witness, against the DEA agents being a witness. They're just going to try to go after Jeffrey Baldwin. They have no jurisdiction. They have to try to go after Raymond Scale. They have no jurisdiction. And John Guessman said, the white boys, they just like tormenting little kids. They like kidnapping kids. They like executing kids. And they say, NASA, the federal agents, those scientists, that's what they like doing. They like cutting up animals. They in the schools, they have you in the science class talking about, oh, we're going to do a science project today and we're going to dissect this animal. Now, why are you worried about what the animals are doing? John Guessman said they want to know how to move gravity, how to move the body, how to force involuntary movements. And Assistant U.S. Attorney Elliot McClain said, June was lived in 1850, was born. He said, these scientists, he priests, I told Raymond Scale, now I'm going to stop jerking your head. Janet Jackson knows that she has her whole estate plan from her dad from 1966 to 1986. She'll be in her $25 to $50 million home in South Africa with Hamas Gardner, South Sudan, Italy. They'll be there with Dan Marino. He'll be in Italy. And J.C. Pelusi, Dave Pizzoli, and the rest of the Italian brothers from Pitt. Nobody from Pitt is going to believe nothing no white boy says from the U.S. government. No white boy has no word, has no credentials, no matter who you work for, trying to frame Amy Raw. And Coach Jackie Sherrill knows. He got the letter from Coach Folks Fazio knew too. He got the letter from Amy Raw about Tony Dorsett being from the Kingdom of Judea. Jimmy Brown said those white boys in the government, their mothers are sluts. Believe me. All those federal agents, their mothers are sluts. Every one of those white military dudes, their mothers are sluts. Scientists, NSA, and NASA. That's why they love each other, because they get everything in common. The brothers out here, they got good mothers. He said they know what them people in that federal government is doing. They join that federal government so they can write books and they can make movies, they commit crimes. They abuse their power. John Guessman said, do you really think that Judge Brook Smith don't know these people abusing their power? Once you start abusing it, you don't stop. Linda L. Montgomery knew it was a forged indictment, knew it was a kangaroo court before it even got started. You don't have nothing to worry about. Like the brothers working right there on the railroad, they're workers. They're real men. John Guessman says, them bitches that work for the government, all they do is run around and scam. That's why Congress and House of Representatives should cut their pay. Then they'll start acting like they're something that they're not. Bring their ass down 0.5%, they'll know who they are. Like George Washington said, you're common people. Be what you are and stop trying to be somebody in the Holy Land. And stop trying to be Amy Raw, Isaiah 19, 1-4.